What a great way to start a stream, running in from off screen. That was not planned. Hi everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I thought I would have enough time to, one, close my windows halfway because it started raining and rain comes in sideways through my windows. And two, I need to get some water. So, we're all good. We're all set up now. Everything's fine. I'm here. We're all here. Hopefully my internet or power doesn't go out because it's a bit storming outside. So we're dealing with that funness. I honestly enjoy storms. It's like lightning, thundering. Love it. Absolutely love it. But we are here. We are getting some writing sprints done. I just need to go over and post to Instagram real quick, let everyone know that we are live, all of that fun stuff. Okay, I think we're good. I can breathe. Cool. Yeah, one of my windows is like right by all of my TV stuff, and I didn't want any of my TV stuff to get wet. So I went ahead and closed that window a bit of the way, just make sure that it doesn't get too terribly wet, but we are good. How's everyone doing? I just needed something to keep me accountable today, so if it's just me here sprinting, that's fine with me. If other people, blah, blah. If people want to join us, that would be great as well. Um, I just had to go ahead and check the volume and everything. It sounds good. Um, but yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me know what you guys are working on. I am not working on project restart edits right now. I am working on drafting my new secret project, which it's not much of a secret. I kind of announced what it is. I'm sure you guys can't hear this thunder, but I love it. I love the thunder so much. I love lightning storms. I love storms in general. They're just so nice, and it's just great. It also helps it cool off a little bit, so that's really nice. But yeah, welcome, all the people. Um, what am I working on today? Today I'm working on my secret project, which I haven't like officially announced what it is, but I have announced it in the seasonal writing challenge Discord. So if people over there, if you guys want to check that out and see what it is, I will say it is one, a new genre for me, and two, a new age range for me as well. So we gotta work on that. And then once I finish my writing for that for the day, which I should be able to get out within like 2 or 3 sprints, then I will switch over to Project Restart edits. And after I do that, I will go to Publish and Thrive course. So I've got a lot of stuff I can get done today. As I said over my Instagram, this is probably going to be a bit of a longer stream just because it is really raining. Just because I have a lot of stuff I want to get done. So yeah. Um, we can go ahead and get into our first sprint. Let some people filter in while we go ahead and start sprinting. I'm trying to figure out always the best way to do the timer. It's always the weird thing to try and figure out. But if people are all right with it, I'm just going to go ahead and go for some 25-minute sprints. Because I feel like that's just like a good number to start with and just go with. Um, Again, I have a lot of work I need to get done tonight, so again, if this is just me chilling here, sprinting with myself, I'm fine with that. If people want to come in and join, fine with that too. But we're just gonna get a bunch of writing sprints done tonight. I think we're gonna do this. I think this is the best way to share my screen. Yeah, cool. If everyone's ready. I know I'm starting like super early. I'm just so excited to get some work done because I really haven't been able to focus much this past week. So the more work I can get done, the better. 5 minutes into the stream, we're getting work done. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get this work done. But yeah, if people are ready, we can go ahead and start sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Alrighty, that is sprint number 1 finished. Let me know how you guys all did in the comments. Whether you are here now, whether you're here during the replay, let me know how you guys are doing for this sprint. I am drafting. I turned on some Pirates of the Caribbean music, and my productivity level and like writing level just went way up. So I'm happy. I think I got around 500 words written. I don't know exactly where I started, and I wasn't really keeping track. Um, but I finished up one scene. I'm on to the next scene. I think I'm gonna need to add like one more scene to this chapter. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be, but I feel like I'm gonna need to add one more scene just to hit like the chapter length goal that I want to hit before heading on to the next chapter. Which I know what the next one's gonna be. I just need to figure out what the rest of this chapter is gonna be. My hair is a mess. It's fine. This is what we get with pop-up sprints. We just go with the flow and see what happens. Yeah, I was toying around with like, okay, these things earlier. I don't mind the bubble, but hold on, this is gonna bother me. Okay, that's a bit better. I don't mind the bubble. I don't know if I love it or not, but I don't mind it. There we go. I don't like the minimal just because it's gray. The default's okay. It's a bit bulky. And then there's this one, which is a little bit better, but it's just, I don't know. Do we like any of these other ones? I kind of like the bubble. I don't know. I feel like the bubble's also a little hard to read, maybe. That one's just a bit bulky for me. Let's go with this one. This one? This one. Let's go with this one for now. Why not? Change things up a little bit. But yeah, I am excited to get work done. We are getting all of this stuff done. Do you guys have any tips for how to come up with like what needs to happen during a chapter? Because like I have my Save the Cat outline, but it doesn't really help me with like the multi-scene parts or anything because it's kind of like, oh, you just need to write some setup here for like what the book is. And I'm like, but like what exactly needs to be in that setup? Like they have a great breakdown for the ending. And this is the first time I'm using Save the Cat for a novel. So it's like for the finale beat, which is like I think a multiple scene beat. They like gather the team, execute the plan, high tower surprise, dig down, execution of the new plan. So like they break it down very well for the finale. And I'm just like, why can't they do that for the setup? Like what needs to happen inside of the setup? Like I need to know these things. Because like when I'm outlining, it's like I either don't want to outline at all or I want to outline like every single scene. And I haven't outlined every single scene for this book, and it's kind of driving me crazy because I don't know what's going on. But yeah, like I know what I need to do. I don't know how exactly to do it. It's such a struggle. Pantser turned plotter. We've got to get all the stuff done, but how do we get the stuff done? Grr. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to figure out with this book. A good thing is I'm not publishing it for a while, so I'm just trying to get like the first draft done. Because like, okay, here's the thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I write books, and people are like, well, how many have you written? I'm like, well, I've started a lot. I have started a lot of ideas. But I've only actually finished 4 first drafts in like the 8, 9 years I've been writing. I have finished 4 first drafts. And I thought it was a lot more than that, but it's not. I've only finished 4 first drafts. That just doesn't sound right. I don't know why. Like, I definitely thought it was more than 4. Because I have Project Trust, which I'm scrapping and turning into Project Trust and Project Family. I have Project Restart, which I'm on draft 4 of. Project A, which I've done draft 2 of. And Paradigm Shift. Project PS, I guess. So like I have those four, and I definitely thought that I've done more than that. Like I've written a lot more than four books. I just haven't finished four first drafts, and it's kind of annoying because like there's no real way to quantify the amount of time and the amount of and like the effort I've put into my books. Like there's no way to really quantify that except like, well, I've finished this many drafts and I've started like 20 more. Because I just have so many ideas and I start them and I never finish them. Um, and it's just kind of interesting because like I'm also I don't know. I've started like the book one of Siblings World at least three times by now. And I think I'm finally happy with how this one is starting now. On like the third try, and I just haven't been able to power through and get the rest of that book done, which I plan on doing for NaNoWriMo. I think I'm gonna work on project book one of Project Siblings. Um, I think that's what I'll do for Nano. But it's just kind of like there's so much stuff that I want to do, and definitely I just need to sit down and do it. My biggest struggle is just doing stuff. So, yeah. How are you? But yeah, like how else can we quantify this? Like, how much have you written? Well, technically, like word count wise, a lot. But I haven't actually finished much. And I haven't published anything either. Like that's where the whole imposter syndrome thing comes in. It's kind of like, well, I haven't really published anything, but I'm trying and I'm doing stuff and it's just I'll get there one day. One day I'll get there. Hopefully like April of next year is when I plan to publish Project Restart. I think I have a name for Project Restart. I have a cover idea. I just need to find someone who can like do the cover for me. Um, so just doing that and getting all of that squared away. It's kind of daunting. The next step on Project Restart after I finished editing it is getting feedback, and I'm terrified I'm gonna have to change so much stuff because like I've already changed a lot in Project Restart, and I personally don't feel like a lot needs to be changed, but like it just worries me. Getting feedback is really worrying. But I'm gonna go ahead and start another sprint because it's about that time to start another sprint, and I've been chatting for a little bit too long. So if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and get started in three, two, one. Happy productivity. Alrighty, so that is sprint number 2 finished. Let me know how y'all did on that sprint. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm writing a lot more than I think I have. Like, I've only written, I don't know, like maybe 300, 400 words during that sprint, but I've already written like 1,700 today. And that doesn't feel right. I don't feel like I've written that much. But apparently I have, and I don't quite know how. Like, the first part of it was, I guess 600 plus 600 plus like 400 is around 1,000 something, but it doesn't feel like I've written that much, and it's just kind of weird. Um, I don't know. Also, you can definitely see the fans going. Um, but yeah, I figured out what to put for like this last scene of this chapter, and after I write this scene, I'm gonna hop over to editing because I need to edit a bit tonight as well. Um, I'm just trying to make this scene as close to like my 2,000 mark as I can. Which I know for like new adult books, I should probably have like longer chapters, but this is, I just don't know. I don't know. I have a hard time putting things longer that don't need to be longer. Because like this chapter doesn't need to be 3,000 or 4,000 words. It's a nice little short chapter. Um, what am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. Okay. I'm just pulling up my other Word document so I can jump right into editing once I get there tonight. Did I already have it pulled up? I already had it pulled up. Good job, Celeste. Cool. So yeah. Copy this and paste it at the bottom of the document. There we go. Cool. So that's all set up for when I can go start editing. There is a bit I need to write in Project Restart before I can start editing tonight. But for now, I still need to keep writing in my secret project. I feel like I'm literally gonna add like a couple lines and then that'll be it for this for tonight. Just because like again, there's not a lot more to add to this chapter. Um, we're kind of getting like a different side of the best friend right now because like at first it was like she was really supportive, she was gonna be there, and now she's kind of like flaking out a little bit because that's what best friends do, at least in my experience. So working on that. I feel like it's just gonna be a couple more lines, and then I can finish it up, and then I can jump over to editing because I'm also really excited to edit some stuff. My goal for today is to edit through maybe this next. I'm gonna have like probably like a short chapter and then a longer or like two kind of shortish chapters. Um, I feel like that's what's gonna happen with this next chapter for Project Restart. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. Just write what comes to mind because I need to add a little bit in to explain some stuff, and then we'll work on other stuff. All of the stuff. We just gotta keep doing all of the stuff. Um, so yeah, 2 sprints finished. We're a little over an hour into the stream. So if you guys are good for it, we can go ahead and just jump into another sprint. Keep doing all of the sprinting, keep getting all of the words in. Um, I've found my way to like um what's it called? Soundtrack music for like movies, like movie soundtrack music on is what I'm listening to right now because I was listening to Pirates and then brought me like Hanging Tree from Hunger Games and all of that stuff. So, we'll see if I enjoyed listening to this. Hopefully I will. It might change when I go over to editing though, because editing and trying to listen to music sometimes with words isn't good, so I might switch over to a different Pirates soundtrack. Who knows? Not me. We'll figure out when we get there. But if you guys are all up for another sprint, I feel like 25 minutes is good. I feel like that's a good number to keep going for. We can go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. All right, that is sprint number 3 finished, I believe. Let me know how you guys all did for that sprint. I was able to finish up working on Project Secret for today. I think that's what I'll call it for now. It's just Project Secret. Um, Let me know how the sprint went. Finished up writing for the day. I was a little under 2,000 words for today and for the chapter, so that's pretty good. Which means I can work on another chapter, new chapter tomorrow, which is always exciting. And I jumped over to start editing for Project Restart. Took a second to get into edits, because I just needed to figure out exactly what I was editing and how, like where in the timeline I am and everything. Because right now I'm adding another scene in for this chapter because it just needs to be added in for more clarity and more like being able to flow everything together. So that's what we're looking for. It's just clarity. Um, yeah, because at this point she doesn't have a certain thing yet to work on. I'm trying to be so vague. There's only so vague I can be. Um, I need for when she gets that. Okay, she has like a month until that happens. Um, that timing is a bit off. That's annoying. Okay, let's changing stuff around. We just always gotta keep changing stuff around. Because I don't think there would be a month between these two events. I feel like maybe more like 2 weeks would be good between those two events. That feels more correct. So we'll put that there. That gives us a bit more time to get into that. I know I'm so vague, I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, cool. Um, I want to at least get through, I want to see if I can get through these 2 chapters today. Because I counted up how much more I have to go for Project Restart to finish up editing this, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 22-ish chapters left to go. So if I write or edit 1 chapter a day, I'll be finishing at least by the end of the month. But we also have a 30-hour write-a-thon going on, and I want to be able to finish before the end of the month so I can send this for feedback, which is terrifying. And I still need to figure out how to get this feedback and where to look. Like, I have an idea of where I want to look, but I don't know how to use said website. Because, you know what, I'm just going to talk about this because literally no one else is here. And this is going to be probably privated because this is such a boring stream. So I'm thinking of using Reddit to find someone to be able to um what's the word? Sensitivity read this book because I'll search for the type of sensitivity reader I need and it just doesn't come up. And I don't know where to put it. Like I don't want to put it in the wrong place. I have an idea of where to put it, but I don't know. Oh, a lot of people just came, so I'm gonna stop talking about this. But yeah, hello Laura. Ooh, sorry. I changed around my banners earlier today, so I'm not sure if I don't like, do I like this better? Which one do I like better? That's kind of cool. I know I don't like this one. I kind of like, I don't know, maybe, we'll try the bubble for today. Why not? Laura says hello. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I'm up for writing tonight, might just read for research. Yeah, that's totally fine. I just finished up working on drafting for today, and now I'm switching over to editing. So what I was talking about right before you jumped in was trying to find a sensitivity reader um, for this project. There's a Facebook group called A Binder Full of Sensitivity Readers you could put the call out on. I will definitely look into that. Thank you for the suggestion. It's such a niche thing that like I don't know. I'll put a call out, see if anyone is on there. I've Googled the said thing because it's kind of a spoiler for the book, but not really. I've Googled the said thing for the said sensitivity reader that I need, and there's one person who like posted out on Reddit looking for one, and they were able to find one. So if I'll post in the Facebook first, because that is like a set place for sensitivity readers. But if no one in there full of that was a big lightning sensitive. Oh goodness, typing today is not my strong suit. But yes, thank you for the suggestion. I will definitely look it out, look it up, all of that fun stuff. Um, and like, but I've also never used Reddit, so that kind of just worries me that like if that maybe I shouldn't be posting in that certain subreddit because like I don't belong to it because I'm not a part of that group. I don't know. I worry about things way too much. It's fine. Um, but yeah, thank you for joining in. I'm just been doing like 25-minute sprints. I've done 3 so far. I'm gonna keep going because I have a lot of work I need to get done and a lot of work I want to get done. So if 25-minute sprints are good with you, if you want to go for a little bit less or a little bit more, just let me know. Um, but yeah, I'm just trying to get stuff done because I keep meaning to wake up early and I never wake up early. Um, so that's been great. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I've just been going for 25-minute sprints, so if that's good, what you say it is, perfect. I think I do like this style of comment. This style of, where am I pointing? This style of comment better. It's a little bit um smaller than the other one just because like the other one literally like took up half my face and I was like that's not fun. So I think this is good. I mean it's a little bit small, but it'll work. Um yeah, cool. And then Laura said I'll be going back to reading Goosebumps. Awesome. Fun, fun, fun. I haven't read in a little bit. I need to get back into reading. But the book I'm reading right now is so long. It is a super long book, and I'm just like not up for reading a super long book right now. So I've been like breaking it down, and it's just like I'm a third of the way through, and I've been reading it for like 3 weeks. It's a really long book. But if you're up for it, we can go ahead and get started on our next sprint for the day. I'm going to keep working on editing, all of that fun stuff. I'm hoping to make it through 2 more chapters of editing today. And I should be able to pound that out pretty quickly. I don't think there's too many edits I need to make, but we'll see. So if you're ready, we can go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Alrighty, that is, I've already lost count of the sprints. I think that was sprint number 4. Finished. I did a little bit, I finished up one scene for Project Restart. And now the next one I'm doing, I actually have to write because draft 4 and I'm still coming up with new scenes to write because I don't have them and they're important to the plot. So I'm currently working on writing that scene. I have to do a little bit of research for it, making sure that I don't get anything wrong, which is also the whole reason of why I need the sensitivity reader, make sure like have a double check of eyes on it, make sure I really don't get anything wrong. So I'm just watching a video, doing that fun stuff, making sure that I can get this as right as I possibly can. Uh, so much struggles. Um, And like this is one of those things that I've researched quite a bit over like the 8 years I've been writing this story. 'Cause it's been a while since I've been I started this story like I think about 8 years ago now. Um 8 or 9. It's been a long time and I don't know, it feels fitting that this will be the first book that I publish. Just 'cause it's like also the first one that I wrote and finished. So that's a little fun. Laura was able to listened to some Goosebumps for research. The one with the ventriloquistic dummies. I have not read any Goosebumps, nor have I listened to any Goosebumps. I feel like that's something I should do. Um, I like reading like middle grade and young adult books. Like they're just like they're nice. Like even children's books, I will definitely read those. Sometimes we just need something a little bit nice, like less, because like reading adult books, there's some of them are just so long and so intense, and I'm just like I need a break from all of these words. Just need something a bit less. Um, so like I feel like the next book I'm gonna read definitely needs to be like YA or middle grade. I need something. Like I'm listening to Harry Potter in the meantime as well, and that's just been like a nice little like refresher. Because I read them last year when the whole panoramic thing hit. Because they were like I didn't have any of my physical books with me where I was staying, and my dad had all of the books, so I was like I'm gonna read them. So I did. And I read them all like in like from March until like August is when I read all of the Harry Potter books for the first time. Loved them. Like I've seen the movies, but like I hadn't read the books, and it was something I've wanted to do, just probably just to say that I can or that I have. So yeah. Laura got the books from on Libby. Nice audiobooks. The books are only 3 hours. That's very nice. Yeah, I feel like I just need some lighter reading after I finish the book I'm currently working on. So I'm currently reading Keeping Faith by Jodi Picolet. Pickle. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I've tried multiple times and cannot figure it out. But I looked up the word count today because I was like, this is a really long book. And I looked up the word count for this book, and it's a very long book. According to the internet, this book is 153,000 words long. And it's like contemporary. Like, it's just a contemporary adult book. Like, it's not fantasy, it's not sci-fi. Like, this book is so long. And I'm like not even a third of the way through. I might be about a third of the way through, but this book is so long. And it's like interest level is like 9th to 12th grade. I would not have read this in 9th to 12th grade. Like, it would not have kept my interest for that long. It is such a long book. And nothing about I don't hate things about long books. I love long books. Um, because like one of the books I'm writing, it's young adult and it's like 90,000 words. But like 153,000 words. This is insane. It's a bit insane and it's just like it's a bit thick. It's a bit thick for my liking. But I'm gonna power through. I'm gonna read it because I want to read it and I'm kind of interested in what's gonna happen next. So I just gotta keep doing that. But it's so long. I was not prepared for it to be this long. Um, but yeah. Laura said, my current middle grade book I'm writing is only going to be 14K in the first draft. I'll expand it later. Yeah, absolutely. Goal is 25K. That sounds like such an like I know like so like, the different age groups definitely have different word counts to go for, but like I envy anyone who can like write a story in 25,000 words or even 50,000 at this point. Like my first story that I wrote was Project Restart, and I wrote it in 50,000 words. And I don't know how. I don't know how I wrote that story with 3 points of view going on. Each of the characters had their own story going on in that book, and somehow I wrote it in 50,000 words. Like that that is just insane to me. Like how did I write this whole story with three stories going on in 50,000 words? Like what? There was so much going on in that book. I had so many different subplots. It's just not good. Um, so yeah, that's I wish I could and like to give myself a bit of leeway. This book spans over the time of like a year and a half. So I can't like I have to have all those words to write it. Um, 8 to 10 year olds is my target. Yeah. I I always feel like the books I read growing up were like these I always also okay, burnt out gifted kid here. I definitely read above my reading level, or I at least tried to because I like wanted to be that person. Um, but like I look back, and I'm like, oh yeah, that book was definitely like a full length novel. It was definitely over 50,000 words. And I'll like look up how long some of these books were, and I was like, it's only 30,000 words. Wait a second, what? Um, so if I look up, because most like traditionally published books, you can find the word counts of them somewhere. So like one of the books I read growing up was Just as Long as We're Together by Judy Blume. It's like about 50,000 words. And I thought back on that book because I'm like that's like essentially what I write just for teenagers and not like elementary kids. Um Even though that so like I look back on that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely probably around like 60 or 70,000 words. And I'm like, that's only 50,000 words. There was so much story in that. Like, how? Um, yeah. Who knows? I might try writing like middle grade stuff later on. Be interesting. Interesting to try to do. Um, but for now, gotta keep working on Project Restart because I'm trying to finish this draft by the end of the month. If I edit one chapter a day, I should be able to finish by the end of the month, hit my goal. But I also want to finish before that. We also have the 30-hour write-a-thon going on, so I should be able to get a bunch of work done for that as well, which is super, super awesome. I'm good for probably one or two, probably one more sprint. Um, I just want to finish up this chapter. I might do the second one off screen, since I don't think I have a lot to change in that one. But we'll see. I might be able to do one or two more. Because I've also been going since like 7:30. So I've been going for a little over 2 hours so far. I just want to get all of the work done. I want to get all of the work done. Um, yes, so excited for the super long streams next weekend. I'm so excited. I have a co-host for each set of streams. I'm so I don't have to be sitting here talking to myself. So I'm so excited for all of this. I'm so excited. We're gonna get so much work done. I think Anna's putting together she wants to put together a spreadsheet of how much people write during the entire thing. I think what I'm going to do is go back and forth between editing and drafting the entire time. So I might just flip a coin at the beginning of each sprint to decide what I'm going to do for that sprint. Because working on two projects at the same time is a bit interesting. And for the most part, I'm able to switch between them pretty easily. So we'll see. But I'm so excited for these sprints next weekend. I have almost everything prepped on my end. I just got to mentally prep for it. But yeah, I'm so excited. Um, and on that note, we can go ahead and get started with this next sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Alrighty, that is another sprint come and gone. I feel like I'm gonna do one more. I'm still not done with this chapter in Project Restart, but I am getting closer and closer. I just need to do a little bit more research before I can finish it out. And it's just making sure, knowing what to do with that. So I found a cool video that I'll watch for that to make sure I get that in. While we were sprinting, Tabitha joined us. Welcome, welcome. Says, I've never met you before, but I'm in the mood for making progress on my line edits. Nice to meet you. Well, it is nice to meet you as well. I am so glad that you could join us. Hello. I am also working on edits for Project Restart right now. I don't know what type of edits they are. It's like a mix between developmental and also line edits. It's just a bunch of editing right now, a bunch of self edits. And then Laura said it's also starting to rain outside. Yay, ambiance. Yes, I love the rain as well. It's been raining quite a bit here from me. Right before the stream started, I had to like run around and close my windows because if it rains sideways, the rain will come through my windows. And I have a window right next to my TV, so I want to make sure that didn't get wet. Um, so yeah, I love the rain. I love it's been thundering and lightning for like most of the evening. I love it. It's great. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go for one more sprint. I keep saying I'm gonna go for one more sprint. But yeah, I'm like coming up on 3 hours of sprinting, and I just don't want to stop. I just want to keep getting all of the work in. But yeah, let me know how you guys did for that sprint, what you guys got done. Um, as I said, I'm almost done with this chapter. I just wanna, like, I literally have this much more to write. I'm so close to being done. Again, I just needed to do a bit of research on this to make sure I know exactly how stuff works, how the mechanics of the thing works, and all of that. So this is like a 19-minute video, and I really don't want to sit through a 19-minute video. Um, so much stuff to do. I just need to get it done. Um, Oh shoot, I was late. I guess I'll catch the next one maybe. Yeah. Again, I will do one more because I hate coming in and then people are like, "Oh, that's it." So I'll do one more. I'll do one more. Because I still have a bunch of stuff I need to get done and I have more time before I need to go to bed. So, I will do one more so we can get one more like 25-minute sprint in. If that is good with you as well. But yeah, definitely subscribe down below, hit the bell notification. I have a playlist linked down below of all my upcoming streams. So I don't have one this Sunday because my parents will be in town. I might do one in the evening on Sunday, depending on how awake I am and how much energy I have. But I will be doing one. I'm hosting a 30-hour write-a-thon with one of my friends next weekend. So, or not, yeah, no, not this weekend, but next weekend. So the 18th and 19th, we have a 30-hour write-a-thon coming up. So between Saturday and Sunday, between the two of us, we will have 30 hours of live streams going on just from 8 a.m. Saturday until 2 p.m. on Sunday. So lots of stuff going on. And then I will be streaming mostly just every single Sunday at 2 p.m. is my current schedule, just as much as I can because I love being here. And this is a random stream I just decided to do because I'm like, I want to get work done and I'd rather get work done with people than have to work on it alone. So yeah, um, I'm excited and ready. I managed a little over 100 words in line edited in that sprint, so not a lot, but we can do more. Yes, let's do more. Let's get one more sprint in for the evening, and then I'm gonna call it a night. But you should also definitely keep going if you want to keep going. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead, put up the final sprint because my brain is a bit tired and I need to relax a little bit before work tomorrow. Um, so hopefully I can finish up this chapter, maybe work on the next one a little bit, but yeah, let's get all of the stuff done in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Alrighty, that is another sprint finished. I want to do another one. I keep saying it's the last one and I keep just wanting to do more. Um, I want to keep going. I want to keep going. Is that so bad? No. Hold on, I'm checking my word count and something feels wrong. Like, why is it not changing? Okay, so it's like 50,000 words, and then I paste in everything. Oh, okay, I see it now. Cool. I was like, it was at 50,000 word and it's still at 50,000 words. No, I can't read numbers. Um, but I have like 400 more words of this to edit, and then I have a nice little like another 800 word scene, which I should be able to do in another 25 minutes. I want to keep going. I love them so much. Um, Tabitha said I'm such an AuthorTube stream addict, so I'm definitely here for it. We love to see it. We love it. I definitely am the same way. I found streams at the height, like right when the panorama started last year. Last year? Last year. In like March, and I was like watching Keelan Rivers all that time, and then going to her live streams, and then I found Sarah Sutton, and I went to all of her live streams, and I still do, and they're just so much fun. And like it's just I get so much work done. We love it. We love AuthorTube streams here. Um, Certainly not. I love continuing. Okay, we'll do one more. It might be more than one more, but we'll do one more at least. I could honestly just keep going, but I do need to be like winding down because I do have to work tomorrow, and I have a lot of stuff I need to do for work tomorrow, so I really need to clear head for that. Um, I feel like one more sprint would be good. I should be able to finish up this chapter, which will be nice. So that's awesome. I line edited about 666 words that sprint. Yay! Congratulations. Writing's a lonely business, and the streams just make you realize that there is community. Yeah, that was the big thing for me is like finding this community. It was just amazing because I was like, oh, I don't have to like sit on my computer alone and write because like that's a lot. I feel like a lot of people do that and like that's fine, but like I enjoy having a community around me and being like, oh yeah, like I was able to finish this chapter and everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Or I hit the 50K mark in my draft and they're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Um, it's just, it's so heartwarming to have a community around to write with. It's just awesome. And yeah, it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. Um, I realized, so I am changing one of my characters' names, and his name was Chris. And I was like, okay, that's a bit too close to like an actual person, and like their relationship is the same to me as it would be in the book to my main character, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Um, so I changed his name to Jackson. I don't he's not a Jackson. He's a Chris. I don't know how else that makes sense, but he's not a Jackson, he's a Chris. So I was changing his names to um Chris, and I just did like a find all and replace. So I typed in Chris, changed it to Jackson, and then I went back and realized I was like, why is there a typo here? And I realized it had changed the word Christmas. It had changed the word Christmas to I'm just gonna type this out because it's quite funny. So Christmas ended up Jackson to Miss because it saw the word Chris at the beginning of Christmas and changed it to Jackson. Like, come on, word. Like that's not what I was trying to change. Like, really? So I went back and changed all the Jackson to Misses to Christmas. So we're good there. But I was just like, what the heck? What the heck? So we got that all fixed. That's all fine now. And yes, YouTube is amazing. Oddly enough, aside from a few controversies, this is one of the most wholesome communities around. Yeah. Um, I haven't, I don't know about any of the controversies. Words are hard. Um, so it's very wholesome. Um, my only issue is that like as a small person, if I don't like go up and be like, hey, you guys want to collab? It's very hard to grow as a small little fish in the big sea because there's a lot of author tubers out there. And like I'm not gonna complain that I'm small because like I enjoy being able to have like these one-on-one conversations with people. Um, but like sometimes you're just like, I feel like I'm doing all of this work for nothing. But like I know that's not true. I know it's not true. But yeah, I'm just a very socially awkward person when it comes to like social media, so I just like I don't want to reach out and be like, hey, do you want to stream together? Blah 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 blah. But like, yeah, I can talk to myself as long as I the first half of this stream I was just talking to myself. Um, so yeah. Wow, words are hard. That's all I've got. Yep, agreed. It's a bit of a saturated space, but I think you can grow. Honestly, I'm having fun here tonight. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, okay, my YouTube journey has not been like the typical one. I started it in high school, and I started out doing like covers of songs. All of these have been privated because that's not what this channel is about anymore. But I started out with like doing covers of songs, aka making a fool of myself. And then I switched to doing like random vlogs and like um, vlogs in college and just random stuff. And a lot of that has been privated as well. And then I switched over to doing AuthorTube stuff like in the past like year and a half. And I've grown since then, which has been amazing. And I love it. And yeah, I'm finding my small little community in this huge community. And honestly, that's all I can ask for. Um, but yeah, I feel like everyone has those days where it's like, I feel like I'm doing this for no reason. And there is a reason. It's because I enjoy making videos. I enjoy doing these live streams. And if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing it. So that's the important thing, that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So, all right. I have time for one more sprint. I promise this will be the last one. I know we could keep going forever. Um, but as I've said, I do need to go to bed soon so that I can work tomorrow. Um, if you wouldn't mind sharing how long have you been writing, how does that intersect with the YouTube journey? Yeah, so I've been writing since technically I've been like writing since third grade, which was what grade am I in now? I don't know like my how old I was. I just know things by grades. Like that's how my life has been split up is by grades. So let's say I'm like in 17th grade now. So like 14 years ago I started like writing my first fiction thing. But I wrote and finished my first book the summer before ninth grade, I believe. Which was part of Camp Nano in like 2013. So 8 years ago, is when I finished the first draft of Project Restart and wrote and finished that. So that was 8 years ago. And then 7 years ago is when I started my regular YouTube journey and just posting me singing terribly on the internet. Um, and then in so I did that for a while on and off, and I was never able to keep up like a consistent schedule posting because it was high school and I had a lot of stuff going on. And then at the end of my senior year of college, so last year, is when I started like posting more about my writing, and kind of slowly diving into the AuthorTube community. No, wait, hold up. Last summer is when I started posting more AuthorTube stuff. Like I posted a few writing vlogs beforehand, but last summer was when I officially like started AuthorTube. And then so I did it. It's been about a year and a half since I started like posting my first writing stuff. Um, but I've been writing for a long time. But I haven't written a lot. Like, I've been writing for 8 years and I've finished 4 first drafts. And then a lot of I talked about this earlier when I was talking to myself, but I finished Project Restart. I'm currently working on draft 4 of Project Restart. I did Project Trust. I got 2 drafts done of that. I started editing it and then I shelved it because I just don't feel comfortable sharing that story. And then I finished project two of or draft two of Project A. There's a lot of them. And then so I'm gonna start editing this one fairly soon. And then I finished draft one of Project PS. So I have like 4 finished first drafts, a bunch of like second drafts, and then a bunch of unfinished ideas, which is what I need to keep working on. So lots of information. I need to do like a whole video explaining everything and how they all intersect. That would be a good idea to do. But got time for one more sprint, and then I'm gonna have to call it a night for myself. Hopefully I can finish up this chapter. Yeah. So if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and start the sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Okay. That is the final sprint finished. I promise that is the final one. I got all of the work I needed to get done tonight done. We'd love to see it. Let me know how you guys did for that final sprint of 25 minutes. Lots of 25-minute sprints. I honestly lost count of how many I did tonight. Almost 4 hours of sprinting, so maybe about 7 or 8, probably about 7, I think. So much stuff. Um, I'm tired. Yeah, I was able to get almost 2,000 words drafted for Project Secret, and then I finished editing 2 chapters for Project Restart. So we did good. We did good, everyone. Um, and now I'm just working on making sure all the timeline stuff is lining up and that all the everything is happening because I'm getting into the big subplot of Project Restart. As like things calm down for my main character a little bit, other things in like a side character's life ramp up. So it's kind of like one part. How do I do this? No, I need to face this. There we go. So like my main character's plot line is kind of like leveling out a little bit, and it's kind of it's kind of just sitting, and like things are just happening, and she's doing good. But this side character's plot is ramping up a bit, so I'm really excited to jump into that because like their relationship gets to grow more, and I'm just so excited for it. Like I love these 2 characters so much. And then while we were sprinting, Tabitha said, I just love hearing about other people's writing journeys. So it was honestly very interesting. Well, I'm glad that all my rambling was very interesting. I tend to do that quite a bit. Christina said, good job. Thank you very much. Um, and then Scribbler got about 284 words, if I can read that correctly. Congratulations, congratulations. And then Tabitha line edited about 768 words and reached my goal for today. Yay! Congratulations. Everyone give a round of applause for everyone. That's great progress. Everyone is doing such great progress today. Everybody is doing such great progress. You guys are all killing it. Um, so I just want to say thank you guys all for sprinting with me, whether you're quiet in the comments like I am whenever I'm in a stream. I'm always very quiet in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sprinting with me. I've had a great time chatting with everyone. I am very proud of all of you guys and all of the work that we've all been able to get done today. It has just been so much fun. I don't know when I'll be streaming next. I might do a stream on Sunday. It'll probably be again at like 8 p.m. Because my parents are going to be in town Sunday until like probably like Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So check over on my Instagram is where I stay most up to date with like when I'll be sprinting and all of that stuff. Because like this was just a super random sprint I decided to do today. But we do have a 30-hour write-a-thon coming up next weekend. So the 18th and 19th, I will be co-hosting a 30-hour write-a-thon with my friend Anne, and we'll be getting all of the words in, all of the editing in, 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday until 2 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday. There will be live streams the entire 30 hours. It's going to be so much fun. I'm super excited for it. Still looking for a co-host if anyone wants to join, but I do have at least one for each of my streams. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this upcoming weekend. It's going to be great. Um, I can't, I can read without my glasses, but I can't focus. Tabitha said, thank you. It's nice to meet you, and I'll certainly be back. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. Until next time, thank you for the sprints. Thank you guys all for coming. It's been great. Goodbye. Good night. And then, yes, I'm waiting on that on the 30-hour write-a-thon. So exciting. So exciting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sprinting with me. Make sure you all back up your work. Hydrate. Hydration is key. And I wish you all a good night, good day, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is, and I'll see you guys all later.